Hey guys, how you going today? I hope everyone's fantastic. If not, well, like I always say, what you're doing with your life. We're gonna make it a good day. At least that's the goal anyway. That is the goal. The grand goal. Thank you for being here, awesome people. Good to see you, Kyle. Thank you for coming in. Raymond's in here. Roshi's in here. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I am just trying to still get my bearings, guys. It's been a big week so far, but a good week, very good week. There we go. That looks pretty good. I think we're ready to go. So we're gonna do a bunch of NES games today. Yesterday was big, so we're gonna keep it a little bit more laid back today. How you going, David, Jesse? Good to see you. Jason, thank you for being here. Jeffrey, Williman. Cheers to you too. Dar says how I'm going. Alright, man. I got my hair cut this morning. And I had some muffins for breakfast. And here I am. So I just had some egg on muffins. And should be here for about maybe 3.5 hours. And then I'm going to go and find my grandmother a birthday present. So we have things to do, places to be, things to do. Yes. We'll work it out though. Work it out. Robert says hi and good luck to you. I hope your day is going great. Thank you. Right back at you, man. I've had my coffee and everything. I think it's just a matter of time before I'm in the freaking zone. TMNT says, what's your favorite Turtles game of all time? Well, I think Shredder's Revenge is probably the standard bearer now. But this one that we're playing right now is unique in the sense that I used to absolutely hate playing this game. And now this game here is actually one of my favorite games to stream at the moment. So, but I would say as far as Turtles games go, I think Shredder's Revenge is probably the standard bearer now, honestly. And so Jason wants to know how Operation Sexy is going. Oh yeah, man. No, nothing makes a man feel fresh like a new haircut. That's for damn sure. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Operation Sexy. Yeah, damn fucking right it is. Anyway. Yeah, Operation Sexy, Population U. Oh gosh. Welcome to Operation Sexy Population U. But yes. Aha. How you going, Jeremy? Great to see you. Thank you for being in here. Need to pick up the Cowabunga collection soon. Well, you know what? If there's any gaming collection you should own, yeah, I mean the Cowabunga collection will be up there. I think that's again a standard bearer in like retro collections done right. Cowabunga collection's fantastic. There's a lot on there to keep you busy. And so Jay says, am I still going to the gym? No, I've started to work out from home again. Don't have a gym membership anymore. With my work schedule and my flip-flopping between here and Moe's home, it's not really practical anymore. So I'm actually working out and working at home a bit more. You know what I'm actually tempted to get for the home? Adam Copeland and Christian's planking set. Adam Copeland and Christian have a program, have like a planking program, which includes like a mat and a few other things, and I'm like, I'm tempted to get that. Anyway, I was just thinking out loud. How you going, Timmy? Good to see you. David Sullivan, great to see you. Here Monkey says, I picked up the Star Wars Legacy Collection. But that's not as much for... Oh, yeah, that's the one on Steam, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, some of those games are older, but not like as old as... You know, we're not talking all 8, 16-bit stuff. Yeah, well, I actually do resistance band stuffs at home. I mean, you could just chuck on the Ring Fit for that. You just chuck on the Ring Fit, do squats, resistance band training, cardio. I mean, you got Ring Fit for that. How you going, Danny? Good to see you. Thank you very much for coming in. I hope you're amazing. How's everything going, Danny? You well? Timmy Parker's in here too. Thank you for coming in, Timmy. There you go, look at Chainsaw Charlie over here. There you go. Oh, his other mate. The Hit Monkey says maybe it's on Switch. Oh, actually, I think it may have been. You got it mainly for the Knights of the Old Republic games. You know, I've had those in my library for years and I've never played them. Not properly, anyway. Hope you're doing amazing, Dave. You know what, Danny? I'm alright, bro. Look, you know, I'm actually in a pretty good mood today. I just, you just have to forgive me. We were on a pretty crazy episode of Whatever Wednesday yesterday. It was nearly 10 hours long. So I'm still just, finding my bearings here. You know, Whatever Wednesdays? The hard part's not even the hours. Like, you guys see me do 12 and 24 hour, marathons like they're nothing. It's not even the hours, but all those requests, my brain's just like... So, the hours itself wasn't the hard part. It was all the requests. Good requests this week. Probably why I managed to survive 10 hours. Yeah, I understand that, but, you know... Well, what's that tell you, Hit Monkey? What's that help you? What's that tell you about life today? Oh, Danny says, I found out I got a new job starting this month. I get to make my own schedule and a really good salary. Hey, man, a big congratulations. Your own schedule and a great salary? That's sounding like Brock Lesnar. That's like Brock Lesnar's WWE schedule. I'll just work 3 days a year. Can you please pay me a 6-figure salary? You know what? I'll make my own schedule. I think I'll just work 3 days this year. You pay me 6 figures. Now, congratulations on the new job, legend. So, Treetopies. No, I like Leonardo, the glorious leader, Treetopia. But I hope you're doing good, Chris. There we go. Got Chrissy Bond here. Yeah, I haven't done these games in a minute. I was deliberately holding off Metroid and Kid Icarus for a bit. So, yeah, I just, as I said, after a big day, nothing gets your mojo back like playing some of your favorites to stream, you know. No matter how bad, like, a day is, there's very rarely a day where I don't enjoy streaming Turtles, Metroid, or Kid Icarus. And so I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm doing all three together today. Guys, Nikki Carter just dropped half a shoey already. Dude, my ass just got here. Nick says half a shoey for you again because you're a cool dude, cowabunga. Well, you know what, bro, it takes one to freaking know one, G. This is for you. Thank you, Nick Dog. My God. Thank you so much, Nick. If you don't mind, I'm just going to give some good vibes to Richard. Richard says, I found out today I got a really awesome job. I didn't get a really awesome job that I interviewed for. Also had another interview today that went like shit. Living the dream. Don't give up, bro. Don't give up, bro. The only mistake you're making in everything you said is thinking that's like going to be the only opportunity you're ever going to get. Go out there and take another opportunity, bro. You got this. Don't act like that's gonna be the only opportunity you ever get. Yeah, it didn't work out. Mate, I think I could say one thing that'll make you guys feel better. I like, just to put life in perspective a little bit, every great story came with some kind of like struggle and adversity. You know what I mean? You know when you read a book or you watch a movie, every great movie and story has come with some kind of struggle or adversity. Who wants a straight road from start to finish all the time, man? Gotta keep life interesting. You'll get something, man. Hang in there, Rich. Hang in there. Yeah. Yeah, you'll get something, bro. Hang in there. How you going, Brian? Great to see you. Mitch says I'm considering getting Sid Meier's Civilization 7. So, I really want that game. I've got every Civilization game except for number 1. But I don't know when I'm going to get the time to play Civ again anytime soon. I'm not going to lie. When I'm not with Moe, I do play a little tiny bit of Civ. But not much. Like, really not much. And because even then I don't really have a lot of time for a game like that. I do love Civ though, I really do. In a perfect world I'd be on that a lot more. How you going, Payron? Good to see you. Chris Sherman's in here. Brian says, Ricky, you feeling better today? Ah, yeah, so yeah, I forgot to tell the people that weren't in here. Yesterday, the reason Whatever Wednesday was also a challenge is because the Beater Eat It punishment ran right through me. And yeah, I did a 10-hour stream yesterday with the runs the whole time. So it was, not that anyone wanted to know, but yeah, yesterday was a little bit tricky health-wise. But no, I'm fine today. My stomach is still a little tiny bit bubbly, but it's, yeah. So there we go. David says good games. Like, I appreciate it, brother. Sometimes less is more, right? Sometimes. Ugh. Hayron says he's still getting used to his new teeth. He sounds like Elmer Fudd. But, I mean, hey, you'll get there. Hayron just takes time. I had to get used to when a few years ago I got a bar put on my lower teeth to keep straight. I had to get used to that, and it's fine now. Kid Jack says, I thought your stomach would be better. Look, it's bubbling still a little bit, but compared to yesterday, I'm not going to run to the bathroom, so I'm good. Hang on, Zach, great to see you. Thank you for coming in. I'm not going to lie, my stomach has been a little bit sensitive lately. Hey, going, Matthew. Great to see you today. Thank you for being in here. Oh, dude. I'm going to reload. Try and jump over there. Dude, jump over. What's wrong with you? There you go. That's what I was trying to do. Hey, going, D-Wayne. I hope everything is fantastic. Guys, we got the internet's #1 Mortal Kombat player in here. How are you? I came in for a very, very, very quick visit earlier today, but I had to rush off and get a haircut. I was in your stream today, though, brother. There you go, Chrissy Sherman. D-Wayne, yes, we got the internet's #1 Mortal Kombat player in the house. Content creator, enthusiast. The Epic Games is giving away Tiny Tina's Wonderland. It's a good game. It's a good game. Almost there. Yes, it's always good to see you, Mr. Headlock Gaming. How you going, Brandon? Good to see you. Matt says, D-Wayne, what's your channel? There you go. You're welcome to tell him. Yes. And so Payon says, ask me about my wiener. I don't want to know anything about that, Payon. I really don't. Like, I really, 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 really don't. I mean, he's pretty much the only guy that plays every Mortal Kombat game in existence, including all the Mugens. Like, we're talking dozens of Mortal Kombat games. Like, that's the life work of Mr. Headlock Gaming. It's very unique to have someone so dedicated to their craft. And refreshing, if I do say so myself. So, yes. Alright, we almost out of here. How you going, Tony? Wonderful to see. Again, I can't thank you enough, Nick, for such a wonderful start today, bro. You want to see that? Is there a link? Just go to Headlock Gaming on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, just go to Headlock Gaming on YouTube. You'll see him straight away. You'll see the Mortal Kombat symbol with Headlock Gaming on his logo. See, look at me. I'm plugging you, D-Wayne. People are lazy to look. They want the link. Wait, Mr. Headlock Gaming, your PC died today. Wait, what happened? Well, what happened to your PC, brother? And guys, we got Josh in here. Joshy wants to see some D-Lo. Yeah, we're going to get a cameo really soon. Brace yourself. Here you go, Josh. Oh, boy. How you going? Juice Gaming says, I prefer my guac in a deodorant bottle. I don't know what's wrong with the people in here. So do we have a full moon that I don't know about or something? I think we got a full moon today or something. What's my favorite Gilbert promo? Oh, geez, dude. I don't think I've really watched many Gilbert promos. I love when he slaps his head and tries to act like Goldberg, though. I mean, I've always found that to be a very good time. Yeah, I like old D-Lo. You better recognize. You better recognize. There you go, Mr. Headlock Gaming. Thank you for coming in. I hope you're great. There he is, Mr. D-Wayne. You better recognize. Oh, well, oh, that's right. Sorry, I didn't know what you were getting at. Yeah, of course it was. I didn't know what you were getting at. So you just confused me for a second. Yeah, it was. And, yeah, it was like 43 different things I reacted to. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head, obviously, but yes. So thank you for watching that. So what happened was we had our latest reaction video blocked. But I won the appeal in only 3 days. And, yeah, the new reaction video's up. So, hey, look, you know what? YouTube's pretty reasonable sometimes. I got blocked for a reaction video, and because it had some music in it, and I was like, look, this is completely transformative. I'm talking and stopping and recapping everything. Can you please unblock this? And YouTube says it'll take up to 30 days. It only took them 2. So I really can't knock them for that. Like that's pretty cool, honestly. That actually felt looked after. But yeah, what happened with your PC, Headlock Gaming? Right, we'll use these, We're going to attack him with the crikeys today. Dude, how am I not hitting him with a single freaking boomerang? Alright, we got him. Oh, Jesus. I'll take it. Sometimes that boss fight goes a lot worse than that. How you going, Jakey Morin? Thank you very much for coming in. Welcome! Headlock's computer threw a fit during a combo breaker. It must have been a big one. So it's all right, brother. We've all been there. I'm pretty over the moon that I've got the temperature stable on this computer now. I got ChatGPT to work through some stuff. I still need to upgrade my gear eventually, though. We'll get there. It all just takes time, I guess. Hope you're doing amazing, Tommy. Thank you for being in here, lad. Appreciate you. Welcome, Tommy. Appreciate ya. How you going, Tommy? It's all pretty routine. We're just going to get through the maze in this one. I'm actually really looking forward to put Metroid on again. We haven't done that for a good few weeks now. What's going on with you guys anyway? We're on now Thursday night if you're in the United States. You got any plans for the weekend yet, guys? You all just... It's crazy, man. You guys all just came off like a long Memorial Day weekend, and it feels like the weekend's already here already. It's freaking crazy. How you going, Eric? Good to see you. Thank you for being in here. It feels like it just came out of nowhere. Yeah, appreciate you being in here, Eric. Tommy says, I figured I'll just order a grilled chicken, fried eggplant, house salad, plus 2 beef patties with cheese here at work. Hey, you gotta keep your power up, Tubby. Gotta keep the power up. I know you, Tommy. You like to eat. Are you gonna make a playthrough video of Resident Evil Remastered on normal difficulty? I don't know why that game's never clicked with me, hey. I've played so many Resident Evil games, beaten so many Resident Evil games, but for some reason the remaster doesn't click with me. I don't know why not. And Jeffrey Pennegraph, thank you, man. Jeffrey with the 300 stars, my guy. Thank you for everything. We're gonna get ultimate today. We're gonna get ultimate. Thank you, Jeffrey. Good to see you. What do you got planned this weekend? Music Hands. This has dropped a $10 super chat. Geez, we're very, very close to a shoey already. That's a dude. Whiskey for breakfast, eh? Look at you guys. Music Hands. This is for you. I haven't forgotten about you, Gene.
What number are we thinking of? 69, dudes!
And also this one for a laugh.
He is so courageous.
There you go. Nothing like a little offensive South Park, eh? Music Hands, thank you very much for everything. Derp, dee-derp, 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 ding-ding. I knew you'd appreciate that one. Oh, God. Ding, 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 ding. Eric says, go to a buddy's house to build a gaming PC for him, just waiting on the motherboard and processor. Oh. Yeah, sure. Forgive me, guys. Again, Music Hands and Jeffrey, thank you so much. Unreal. The Damo, good to have you. Hey, mate, with your new ChatGPT SEO tips and everything, are you reposting videos? Or updating them? So what I'm doing is, every time I make a video, I get ChatGPT to do the SEO. And then if there's a really, really good old video that I think could benefit from an upgrade, I'll update them all as well. So yeah, I either add them to the new video on the fly, or if there's old videos that I want to fix, I just update them. That doesn't matter if you've got an old video on YouTube, it's still got the potential to blow up with good SEO. So you just have to update them. No need to re-upload. I'm glad you're doing so well, Zach. we got here? Yes. And did you like the Baby Karate Kid video I sent you? I haven't watched it yet, Payron. Thank you for letting me know it's there, though. I've not watched it yet. And so Music Hand says I'm already down 18 pounds. And my back has all but stopped hurting completely. Man, that's a really, really good effort. Congratulations. If you don't mind me asking, well, what things are you doing to drop weight? I want to know what things you're doing to drop weight. Hope you're doing great, Chrissy Hurt. So Jeffrey just working in church. Living the dream, my brother. So I might get another coffee pretty soon. Jeez, bro. Oh. You're in a shit mood tonight. I'm not gonna stay. I figured I'd drop it and say hello. I just want you to be happy, Chris. I just want you to be happy, my friend. Well, I mean, I understand. I respect you need to do what you gotta do, bro. You know where we are when you're ready to come back. Oh, dude, it's not that I don't care. I mean, hey, dude, if you want to tell us. And, yeah, we'll be there for you. I'm just not probing. I just assumed if you wanted us to know, you would have told us. So I know you've created a major calorie deficit. We spoke about this. So you went from 4,000 calories or more a day to less than 900. That's nuts. And then you take a multivitamin to fill in the gaps so you don't feel sick. Do you do any exercise as well, though? Like walking or light weights or anything like that? Although I'd imagine that with that many calories, you'd be struggling for energy. Yeah, well, you know, worthwhile things in life are sometimes hard, unfortunately. It is what it is. You got heart palpitations, so way to know. Fair enough. Walking's good. Walking's good. I'm wondering if you could do anything like core related, like planking or something. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. How you going, Kat? I hope you're amazing. Thank you for being back in here. Well, maybe at the moment you are, but eventually you'll drop some more weight. And then the fitness journey can really begin. I'm not going to lie, right now you probably are, but you won't be forever. Yeah, once again, I think that's the most important thing. Congratulations on losing 18 pounds. Dude, that really is incredible, man. I think you got to celebrate all those little victories, huh? Do you think you're gonna do parkour? There you go. That's a thought. The fat man jumping perfectly off building. There you go. There you go. Could you imagine this big fella doing parkour? That would be interesting. Oh gosh. I just love to see, you know, like you know that character from Streets of Rage? You know that guy Gourmet from Streets of Rage? You know that fat guy that blows the fire? I'd love to see him just like jump between buildings and like land perfectly and oh gosh. How you going, Dan Devani? Good to have you. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the stream, buddy. I appreciate you. Oh, I wasn't ready. Wasn't me. I wasn't ready. You'd probably be like King Kong right now, but you're not going to be that big forever, G. Oh god, I missed it again. Hang on one sec, homies. Do I ever watch those videos where modern kids play really old games? Yeah, Teen Reacts. I've reacted to a couple of them before. Yeah, Teen Reacts. Jeez, I feel so unprofessional just yawning on stream. I'm supposed to be bringing the noise. I'm supposed to be like Public Enemy today and bringing the noise. I know your legends are understanding today. Yesterday was huge. Yeah, that'd be a really good reaction video. Modern kids trying to use 80s items. Like a rotary phone or an old school gas pump. Dude, that's actually a pretty cool idea for a reaction video. Yeah, you know how I'm thinking of doing a wish list for games? I should also have a wish list for you guys for reaction videos. We should have 2 wish lists, one for games and one for reaction videos. Dan, congratulations. Dan been following for 2,600 days. Look at that. Dan and my relationship. Oh, hello. Dan and my relationship bigger than you and my relationship. Yeah, you jealous? Oh, you're not jealous, Dan. You know, when you'll finish getting ready, I would love another coffee because I feel dead inside. I feel dead. Dead on the inside, babe. I need another coffee. Man, that's incredible. Thank you, Dan, so much. Yes. Well, that sucks. Let's do that. Yes. She should do. You know what, Dan? She jealous. She jealous. Dude, my dad does that. My dad's been telling everyone he's been 29 since 1992. Dad's been getting me to tell everyone he's 29 since 1992. Actually, earlier than that. Earlier than that, excuse me. Since 1989. He's been getting me to tell everyone he's Oh, that's not the right one. Alright, we have to find the other one. Good to see you, Ryan. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I remember the shoe phone. They had the shoe phone in Aussie as well. I remember that. Dude, I don't think I've seen that since the late 80s. That's like really old school. I remember the shoe phone. They used to do a lot of that kind of stuff in the late 80s. You know, the gimmicky rotary phones, kind of like the shoe phone, or you know, you'd have like the hamburger phone or something. They did all that shit, bro. The late 80s. You know, the reason I think they were selling gimmicky phones like that is because that's when rotary phones were starting to be on the out. So in the late 80s, in order to keep selling rotary phones, they had all the gimmicks, I think. Which, yeah. Yeah. Good to see you, Nigel, by the way. Thank you for being in here. I never saw the duck phone, but I know the shoe phone, and I used to see, like, the hamburger phones and stuff. You used to have a Garfield phone. That's right, because you get like the Garfield phone. You get the owl clock and the owl phone. Hang on. So I might be getting confused with items now. Hold up. But yeah, in the late 80s, I do remember all those gimmicky things. I'm going to die on purpose at the end of this level and use a fresh continue. I don't know Death this like Joshy. Yeah, the Mickey Mouse one. By the mid 80s, like, you know, touch phones was starting to become somewhat common. Yeah, my mum was pretty old school. Where we lived growing up, we still had the rotary phone there. Or rotary phones. That shit would take forever as well. Anyway, let me just die on purpose here. Remember the noise it used to make? Yeah, hang on, I was about to do a Jacob Badu. You know what I mean? Oh gosh. Oh yes. Sorry guys, almost there. I probably could have done it still, but I'm playing it too safe. Alright, let's go. Playing it too safe. I'm doing this the coward's way today, everyone. It is what it is. Alright. There is an easier way to go in this game too to save more health, but I'm lazy. I'm totally lazy. That's on me. So Treetope says Raw Crown Cola, let's go. Oh look, we got a few people in here drinking, hey. I am literally a $10 super chat away from having one myself. No, and I'm certainly not going to be pushing those too hard after the kindness we received yesterday. You guys rock. You guys absolutely rock. That was a nuts day. Ah, damn it. Whoops, I wasn't ready for that. Well, that was a pretty freaking shitty start, wasn't it? Well, go back to Leo here. No, you guys all contributed. I mean, what he did was obviously extra special. But you guys all contributed, homies. Like, dude, man, this is one thing I don't want you guys to do, because it's not fair, and this will start to lead to not feeling appreciated. So you guys, you got to remember that not everybody got $1 million, and also most people also don't even contribute or donate anything, because no one owes me anything. So by sending anything makes you incredibly generous. And so I don't want you to fall into that mindset where, oh, just because I didn't drop $1 million, you know, what I did was pants. Nah, man. You guys all worked together and made yesterday pretty freaking special, hey. So I don't want that, oh, I didn't drop $100 million, so... I'm not Pokemon, guys. You're not trying to out-simp one another. You're just supporting your boy and keeping the stream on at the end of the day, you know? Well, you're not trying to simp out for Pokemon here. I just went the wrong way, my bad. Sorry, guys. I wasn't concentrating, I got lost. Yes. So Music Hands, Joshy Love came in and he treated me like one of his French girls. Oh. Yeah, exactly, Treetopia, and thank you, really. Oh, yes. Yeah, yes. Yeah, it was a special day. It was already a really generous day. This was all like at the 8-hour mark too. Because I was on for about 10 hours yesterday. Also, one thing that was really exciting as a community is when we ended the stream last night, we had over 160 people on YouTube. And I don't know why all of a sudden we were getting those celebrity level numbers, but that was incredible. Like, I'm like, where the hell these guys all come from? Welcome. Where'd you all come from? It was like, so it was like really, really, really busy too. So it was just a really positive day yesterday, hey? A really positive day. But most importantly, I mean, away from all those sort of like superficial accolades, it was just fun. It was just a fun day. How you going, Stevie? Good. We got Ombre Lobo Gaming in the house. Good to have you. Thank you for coming in. Hope you're doing amazing, bro. Nah, well, you know what, Nick? Usually it is, but it wasn't this time. At least I don't think it was. Because it just kept gradually going up and up and up. You know, it was on 70, then it was on 80, then it was on 90. Then it was 100. 120. I think we may have gotten featured on like more home pages or something. It was completely legit. Did I get a baguette? I am partial to a baguette for what it's worth. You know, I understand, Steve. My best wishes going out to you guys, hey? How you going, Roggy? Good to see you today. Yeah, yeah. I think all the shorts you and I have been posting have been helping lately. I've noticed a big difference since I've started adding captions to them too, Nigel. They seem to be favoured a lot more now that we've added the captions. So I think that's been a pretty good strategy. How you going? We got Okawa. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Welcome, my friends. As I said, we're one coin only. We're all about nostalgia with a smile and some new stuff thrown in. And it's good to have you guys here today. Good to have you guys here today. Guys, Roggy just dropped a big $5 super chat as well. Look at you. Look at you, my G. Look at you. Well, that's like one of the grossest thank you screens I could have ever dropped. Thank you, my G. Thank you so much. And so Stevie says those shorts and reaction you were doing are on point. Man, that's nice of you to say. Look, I think my reaction videos when I first started absolutely sucked, eh? But I've kind of improved the timing a little bit. And I think by saying a little bit less, you actually say a lot more. So I'm trying to talk over the video a little bit less. Only stop and speak when it's a bit more impactful. And I think we're getting it. I don't think we're like 100% of the way there, but I think it's better. I think it's better. I think it's getting better. This is just stuff you learn on the job, guys. Oh, fuck you to the moon. Well, dude, do I have to go all the way back over here? No, I didn't save. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, I didn't save. What fucking, I'm gonna be on this game for fucking ever today. I didn't save. Oh my god, what the fuck? Here I am going blah, 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 blah. Dude, I've got to rush out of here or I'm getting pissed off now. I didn't, dude, fuck your mama. Dude, no, fuck your mama. That's, dude, seriously, here I am trying to be a good host, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not even concentrating, dude, fuck that. We're gonna rush through this, yeah, fuck you, I'm walking through ya. I'm walking right through you, fuck this. That's annoying. No, I haven't yet, Damo, thank you for letting me know it's there. I haven't. But that's, dude, I tell you what, it's pretty noble for you to do something deeper like that, though. I will say this much. Doing something deeper like that's pretty noble of you. It's so real, Nigel. Dude, poor Nigel trying to release a book and manage his family. He can't do real every 2 seconds. In a perfect world, he would, but he cannot. Well, one day that's the dream. One day that is the dream. Well, one day one coin only will be big enough that we could have a full-time team. Nigel one day can be one coin only Spielberg, everybody. We're just not quite there yet. One day Nigel will be able to be the Spielberg of 1 coin. Alright, we got this. Yes. Three Toby says, I enjoy the commentary and candid retro games and home cooking. Yeah, we need to start getting a cooking show from Moe on the channel as well. I'd like to give Moe a playlist on 1 coin only eventually, because she's a big part of our family. Like, I'm not just talking about me personally, I mean the 1 coin only family as well. Obviously, she's #1 in my life, but like, she's also a big part of the 1 coin only family too. So we got to give her like a cooking show or something. Yes. Yes. Pat says you need a good book. Alright, we got it this time. Just wait for him to keep jumping up and down like this. Yeah. As I said, Moe cooks like an Italian nonna. If she doesn't measure anything, she just throws it all in and cooks with love. She's like, I'm gonna use this much oyster sauce. Good luck, everybody, Al. You know, right, babe? Well, babe, I'm telling everyone how you cook. I'm telling everyone how you cook. She's not, we're cracking jokes about you, babe. When you cook, I'm like, I'll use this much fish sauce, this much oyster sauce. Good luck, everybody! Yeah. And Steve says that's the correct way to cook. Yeah, he's on your side. Yeah. Tree Toby says that's my kind of cooking. We love Uncle Roger. We've been watching a lot of Uncle. Hiya! Not enough MSG. Hiya! We've been watching a lot of Uncle Roger, videos lately. Yeah. Oh gosh. He's hilarious. Yeah, if you're measuring, you can't measure your love for someone, exactly, right? Yeah, he's so funny. Oh god, yeah. But that's true though. You can't measure your love for anybody. Dude, he hates Jamie Oliver. Hey, he thinks Gordon's okay. He thinks Gordon's a little bit unusual. But he thinks Gordon Ramsay's okay. But he fucking hates Jamie Oliver, hey. He basically thinks Jamie Oliver can't make fried rice. He makes fried crab. But I'm paraphrasing. I'm just... Yeah. Dude, I saw the video with, he did with Yan Can Cook. And I'm like, dude, man, I haven't seen Yan Can Cook in about 30 years. And Rod Rogers, like, collabing with Yan Can Cook. I'm like, that's freaking awesome. Johnny, everything's good. I hope you're great too, man. Chris says, what's up, Rick? Getting in where I fit in. Yeah, I know what I mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. We still got to do Jacob Fatu screen. And there's a couple I wanted to do. We got to do Jacob Fatu screen. And we got to do... just go back up here. Let me have a look here. Let's just have a look up here. We do, trying to remember where I put these screens. Oh, I've forgotten them all. I've forgotten where they all are. I wrote them down, but I've lost them. But yeah, we needed Jacob Fatu screen, and there's a couple other ones I wanted to do. Yeah, all gas no brace. One Night in Bangkok. Yeah, we need a Jacob Fatu screen and a One Night in Bangkok screen with the Vinyl Shakers theme. Yeah, you gotta let me. You can't let me forget that. There's a really good techno like electro remix of One Night in Bangkok. I tell you what though, bro. Like if I did a One Night in Bangkok screen, I'd probably just have sluzzies everywhere. I'd probably get like banned for that, eh? You know me, One Coin only likes to get controversial with that shit. I'd probably just have go-go dancers everywhere and just pimp out that screen, and then YouTube be like cancelled, cancelled, cancelled. Cancelled. Do a Susie Wong's video. Cancelled. Yeah, my dad, I think my dad used to have it, Yan Can cook on the odd days he wasn't at the office. How you going, Jesse? Loves the vibe. Yeah, dude, I'm in a good mood, bro. Everything's great. I've got nothing to complain about. I'm feeling a little bit dead, but I'm still happy because I'm just playing my favorites today. It's hard not to be happy when you're playing your favorite. Okoa88 says this game brings out memories. Dude, hopefully we can beat this for you today. I'm pretty sure we will. I don't think we're going to get stuck. But yeah, we're going to be here for about 3.5 hours. And longer if we hit a star party. But then after that, I've got to go buy a birthday present for my 92-year-old grandma. I spoke to my grandma, and I'm like, what do you want for your birthday? And she's like, I just want you, I don't want nothing. And I'm like, well, you've just made my job harder for me, thanks. So, I have to go find something now. Why can't you just tell me what you want for your birthday? I don't want anything, I just want you. Okay, Nana, that's lovely, but I can't come to your place, not get you a present. So I have to go find a present. I love spoiling people, but I'm not good at buying presents. Is it just me, or do other people feel pressure buying presents, whether it's Christmas, birthdays? I feel a lot of pressure buying presents. I want to look after the people in my life, but I don't feel good at it. So yes. How you going, Terrence? Great to see you. Thank you for coming in. Oh, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. You consider this game one of the premier Nintendo IPs? Well, obviously is. I mean, for example, a Metroid movie would make sense. What about a nice cup and saucer? You know, generally speaking, I actually agree with you. That's generally a pretty thoughtful gift. But Nen doesn't need all that stuff. She's like, she got her coffee maker and her coffee mug. That's all she needs. She's not gonna want the cup and saucer stuff. That is very, very thoughtful gift. I don't think my grandmother would get anything out of that though. Just do scratches or gift cards. Yeah, you know what? I mean, I could, but I feel like there's nothing wrong with that gift. I just think I could be a little bit more thoughtful. And flowers. Yeah, flowers are always good for grandparents. I've always thought that, you know, outside of your mum and your grandma, flowers can be pretty simpy. I mean, they're not simple. Look, it's good to give your woman flowers, but people do it usually to, my point is, when people usually give their lady flowers, it's to get out of trouble. If that makes sense, it's not to... So then, I guess it depends on the context. Anyway, Jason's just dropped $20 super chat. We got our first shoey officially. Jason, thank you. Man, that's incredible. Jason says, just for you, Ricky, but you can share a bit with your Nan. Well, there you go. That's part of Nan's birthday present covered. I appreciate that. That's really thoughtful, Josh. That is really, really thoughtful. Maybe like a coffee sample pack. Yeah, you know what? That's actually really thoughtful. I think you might be onto something. Like maybe like some kind of care package with all her favorite things. That's actually probably a really good idea. I like Josh's idea the most so far. That's really, really good. Guys, I'm about to give Jason a great big thank you. I'm losing. Hang on 1 second. Let's get some hype in here, and I'm going to get back to you, Chris. Hands up, hands up, hands up. Hands up, hands up, hands up. Face down, ass up, suck my nuts. Let's go. Well, we're about to do this shoey, guys. Just give me 2 minutes and I'll do this shoey. I'm just trying to catch up with chat very quickly. No, I've done the digital photo frames already. So that's a nice idea, but I've done that as a gift already. Time Life Ricky collection. I tell you what, if my grandmother heard me drop all those C-bombs, her heart probably would be absolutely broken. If to tell you the truth, probably not a good idea. I don't think my grandmother gonna like the song Cunty Roads all that much. Chris says, Rick, what are some Australian struggle meals? We got heaps. Because don't forget, I was absolutely broke, especially when I first moved out of home. And I lost everything in my 20s as well. So I've had a few. Struggle meals include ramen. That's obvious. Everyone has ramens for struggle meals, and Australia is no exception. You know, ramen's a big one over here. Another struggle meal we used to have was a continental packet Alfredo. When I first moved out of home, they were only like about $1.50 each. And I used to make, you know, you add water, put it in the microwave. It would be enough for 4 people for sides. But I would eat it for dinner. So I used to live off the packet Alfredo as well. I used to live off Thai congee as well. I used to have a Thai roommate who would bring 3 packets of porridge. And again, just add water. So, I mean, yeah, I had a lot. I'm trying to think what another cheap eat is. Yes. These are just some examples. Alright, let's pour this shoey. Let's pour this shoey. We're gonna toast the Sunbish army. Everyone contributed to this. Joseph says this game is hard. Certainly can be. There we go. We went through so much of this yesterday. Keep in mind, this is a 1 litre bottle, everybody. It's a 1 litre bottle. I think the only person that can kind of understand what I do is my sister Megan, because she's a social media head as well. And my dad's sort of kind of getting what I do as well. Babe! Can I please have a bowl of Coke? Please? Come. Sorry guys, I didn't have a mixer. I'm not doing a shot today. Oh gosh. Yeah, I paused and stopped this. Yeah, I know. I'm just waiting for the Coke. I'm not having a shot. Ugh. All freaking happening, eh? But yeah, where was I going? I lost my train of thought. Forgive me. But yeah, this. Well, Hot Pocket's cheap. You see, Hot Pockets have never really been cheap in Aussie. Here's another staple meal. They used to always sell the $2 frozen lasagna in like the freezer aisle. You could get the no-name brand $2 frozen lasagna, and honestly, it would taste like absolute shit. But you know, it's about 400 grams that thing. So to get 400 grams of food in you for $2, I mean, the $2 frozen lasagna is pretty yeah, $2 frozen lasagna. They might taste like garbage, but they're gonna fill you up if you're broke. So yes, they're probably $3 now, but they exist still. I think she's coming. Bad. Hang on 1 sec. Oh. Sorry, babe. Could I please have a bottle of Coke? Hey, so Steve says the frozen lasagna or the Hungry Man dinner. The Hungry Man dinners are good value for money if they're on special, but they're pretty expensive these days. If you're getting it the base price. Like you know, one of those meals can be like well over $10 now. Like they're not Australian, mate. You know. Have you tried any games that are known to heat up your laptop yet with your settings? That is not yet, but I will. Oh, actually, well, some emulators I have. You know how like thank you, baby, so much. You know how I cooked my computer sometimes with the Genesis emulator and the Wii emulator? That won't happen again. So put it this way, my Sega Genesis emulator was sending the temperature in this computer up to 95 degrees. And now when I use that emulator, it floats on about 80. So, and this emulator, I mean, I'm running, like, I'm broadcasting to Facebook and YouTube right now, playing games on, and so I'm only on 71 degrees now. That's fine. That's perfectly acceptable. So yeah, right now I'm only on 71. Yes. Yeah, no, I've started to get it stable, so it's all good. Oh, the main problem was actually the computer using too much wattage. So, yes. No laptop. I need to get another tower again, guys. My computer blew up last year and I just haven't quite had the money. And so, yeah. I just don't want to get anything cheap and shit. I want to get something that's going to last for years. So I've just been patient. Not as long as it doesn't affect the stream in a negative way, I can be patient. But here we go, let's get out of there. Yeah. When you were at college, you also had the Chef Board. Oh, you just reminded me. Thank you, Steve. You used to have the Chef Board RD microwave cup. So, okay, here's another cheap meal that you can have. Alright, so we got the Heinz fully loaded cans in Australia. They're probably just over $3 at this point. Still go under $3 when on special. But we got the Heinz fully loaded cans. And you can get like a massive can of tinned ravioli, or beef stroganoff, or spaghetti and meatballs. Just as an example. And these things will fill you up for just a couple bucks. Like, they're massive. Like, you'll be full. I will say this, though. They're absolutely loaded in sodium. Can't be good for you. But they're alright. Oh, that's all. Oh, dude. Sorry, guys. We could try and do that on the email sometime, Chris. Let me just get out of here. Yeah, I'm doing a pre-built. You know, it's funny that you say that, Nick, because I used to advocate for getting your own built these days. No, sorry, I used to advocate for getting your own built in the past. But now pre-builts are probably the better value, and probably the better quality, to be honest. Because, you know, obviously if you get a computer built yourself, you might risk parts not having symmetry and stuff, whereas if you get in a pre-built, they've all been professionally put together. So I'm gonna get a pre-built now. Yeah, you bought a pre-built and ended up adding to it. Well, yeah, if you got enough slots, you can do more stuff to it later anyway. You make a great homemade beef stroganoff. I do have a weakness for beef stroganoff. What the hell's a fish pie? Don't like see. I mean, I do all my business with a company called Computer Alliance. And they've built 2 computers for me, but as I said, next time I get one off them, I'm going to get a pre-built for the first time. And, you know, I think right now would be a pretty good time to get one, actually, but because it's the end of financial year. But I'm going to be away for a while, so there's no point, you know. I'm going to be away. Yeah, babe. Two! Guys, I'm still going to do this shoey. I'm so sorry. Jason, Nick, and Music Hands and everyone that's contributed, thank you so much. I'm going to do this after this door. I've been multitasking so much today, I've forgotten to do my job. What a horrible streamer you are, Rick. You know what I need to do? I need to take those Viagra eye drops and have a long, hard look at myself. So I need the Viagra eye drops, everybody. Yes. It's the first whiskey of the day, yes. Good to see you too, Shawnee Lamo. Thank you for coming in. Alright, you legends. Here's to you, here's to me. Hope we never disagree. If we do, F you. Here's to me, here's to you. Jason says, oh, I will, bro. I promise. And you certainly contributed to that. Thank you, G. We're about to go do the first Metroid dungeon too, everybody. Just have to get this last E-Tank and missiles. Yeah, we had I mean, yesterday was pretty incredible, Jason. We had a pretty big stream, hey. You know, I got a massive head start the day before in requests. And we were still on for nearly 10 hours. It was a really, really big show. Honestly, the cheapest way to get Coca-Cola is A, at the supermarket or at the 7-Eleven, because the more you buy, the more you save. So Australian white, you can get 3 bottles of Coke at the 7-Eleven for $11 Australian, which is what? How much is that in US? Probably $6.50. Thank you, babe. Everything okay? Thanks, babe. Oh no. You woke up today with no Wi-Fi. Oh, so you're like Randy Marsh getting porn out of that cardboard box. I remember that. You remember that episode with no Wi-Fi in South Park? And Randy Marsh is paying for that porn out of the guy acting in the cardboard box. He's paying for fake internet. No, don't forget we got a sales tax and everything as well. But the difference in Australia is it's already inclusive in the price. So what's really annoying in the US is you'll pick up something off the shelf for like $10 and you might end up paying $12.70 for it or whatever. But it's different in Australia. The tax is already inclusive in the price, which is much better because, yeah, okay, it sucks to pay tax on everything, but at least you're not getting any nasty surprises because it's inclusive in the price. So yes. How you going, Wieldy Rug? Good to see you. Yes. Oh, who? Hey, we got Chrissy Ogle in here, and we got Wieldy Rug in here, and they prove that all people from California do university marches. So we gotta lay off the stereotype just a little tiny bit. Not too much, but a little bit. Hey, so Steve says, you ever had monkey bread? No, I don't even know what that is. What the hell's monkey bread? I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's right, you a dog sit. No, I understand. Thank you guys. Yeah, if you guys could please hit the thumbs up button. Like I said, it's the best way to help out for free legends. Yeah, that Inferno match where it came, that was scary, bro. Oh, yeah, okay. So in Australia we have something similar. We'll have like cinnamon scrolls, and basically it'll look like kind of like a cow patty. It'll be like a cinnamon scroll, but you can pull it apart and eat it. And usually it'll have like some kind of like glaze over it, maybe some like raspberry or something. But yeah, we do the cinnamon scrolls here, and yeah, it's pretty similar. And you can get different flavored one. But yes, no, we do cinnamon scrolls here. Damo, when was the last time you had a cinnamon scroll? The cinnamon scrolls are pretty awesome. We could probably show you one at the bakery. You can tell me how similar it is. I'll pick one up at the bakery before we go, and you can tell me if it's similar. But yeah, we call them cinnamon scrolls here. Interesting. Ah, damn it. Damn it. I tell you what, guys, I'm gonna level with you. I think if I lived in America, I would be a beast in a month. I'm not gonna lie. Your food is delicious. You know, as I said, don't get me wrong, Australian food is delicious too. But where I think you guys differ from us is the variety. Like, there's always, like where you are, there's always something to try. I mean, I guess there kind of is an Aussie as well, but, you know, being that I've grown up here, you sort of feel like you've tried everything, you know what I mean? But when I go to America, like, it's like, dude, there's always something to try, always something to eat. Dude, I'd be a mess. Yeah. Just your scale of fast food options would get me, I reckon. Steve says, I love my sweet treats. Dude, you'd love an Australian bakery. We'll do a vlog going to the bakery very, very soon. Yeah, actually, that'll be our next vlog. I haven't made a vlog in ages just because I haven't an idea. Outside of when we go to the Gold Coast, we'll do a bakery trip vlog. I think that'd be a really good idea. We'll show you all the foods in Aussie bakery and why they're famous. We've got one of those famous Australian Vietnamese hybrid bakeries just to walk up the road. And they're kind of famous pretty much all around the country, especially on the East Coast. Obviously, a big Asian culture in Australia. And, yeah, like the Vietnamese families, they open up the best bakeries here. They're very famous for banh mi in Australia. And, yes. Especially if you go to Sydney's west, or, dude, you gotta go to Sydney's inner suburb. Oh wait, we already done it, my bad. Damo says you're a sucker for a custard tart or a vanilla slice. Well, see, Moe and I have talked about doing like 2 different bakery reaction videos. One for dinner foods like meat pies, sausage rolls, things like that. And then another for desserts. So, you know, like the custard tart, vanilla slice, the Ninish tart, the jam donut. And, you know, we could literally get 2 pieces of content out of that. One for desserts and one for dinner item. So, yeah. So, I would agree with you. So, Jesse says the best places in America to eat are the mum and pop places. So, Australians are like that as well. But the problem is, compared to our childhood, more and more of them are going out of business, unfortunately. Damo's brought it up here before, those Greek fish and chip shops. and burger places were absolutely amazing to grow up with. But they're not as common anymore, because in the suburbs maybe a little bit, but in the city, they're not making enough money in the city anymore. Artel, thank you for coming. I didn't ignore you, Artel. I'm sorry, guys. I am trying to get back to everyone as quick as I can. Good to see you today, Artel. Just be patient with me, guys. I'm just juggling chat, not ignoring anybody. Dude, I miss when I was a kid. In that for $5 you could get a burger with a lot from a mum and pop place for $5, and then you wouldn't have to eat again for 24 hours. Because a burger with a lot back then really was a burger with a lot. Did I have any go-to snacks for sleepovers? Well, see, sleepovers on a Friday night was either like pizza, Burger King, McDonald's, or KFC. It was always rotated. But if you're talking actual snacks, oh, you know, chocolates like, you know, Maltesers with movies. You know, Maltesers were very popular. Do you still have Maltesers in America? You know, the movie chocolates like Maltesers, Allen's Lollies. You know, the party mix. Yeah, that's true. Well, we had the same problem in Australia. We had a problem with businesses still opening up illegally here, but you know they're all forced to shut. But I mean their bills aren't getting paid, so that, you know, there was a lot of gyms and things like that still opening. Dude, imagine. Let's just hypothetically imagine. I mean, I'm not going to talk about heavy things too much, but just imagine like, you know, your dad looking after your wife and kids. And then you have a business, and then all of a sudden you're told, oh yeah, you can't run your business anymore, stay inside. Yeah, well, you're not paying the mortgage, cunt. What are we supposed to do? So there was a lot of people in Australia opening up anyway. And yeah, it was a big mess. But yeah. Yeah, no, that reaction video to the foods was pretty good. It was just such a big trip down memory lane. We kind of had some variations of Lunchables, but not really with all the meats. Like, I'm surprised you can keep so much meat in the dry aisle. But I think as a kid I would have really enjoyed Lunchables. Maltesers are malt balls covered in chocolate. Maltesers are malt balls covered in chocolate, hence why they're called Maltesers. And they're a popular movie snack by Nestle. They still are, but especially in the 90s. Maltesers. Well, you act like it sounds so stupid, Jesse, but it's called malt, because they're malt balls covered in chocolate, and then teasers. What they're called Whoppers. The Maltesers are called Whoppers, really? Oh, right. Yeah, we never had the fruit by the foot, but we had the fruit roll-ups. And we had a couple other things that were pretty similar. Yeah, the fruit roll-ups. The Uncle Toby's fruit roll-ups demo. I used to shove a whole one in my mouth. Yeah, so I've been told. Stevie, Mr. Hombre Lobo Gaming says those Lunchables were loaded up in preservative. I can't imagine it would have been good for you just having all those, like, salami pieces and... They all had, like, bologna and ham and stuff, didn't they? No, we didn't have the shark... I don't think we had the shark bites, but we had, like, different... other different neon candy. So what I found is, even though I didn't have every single item that I did in that reaction video, it was still relatable, because we had our own variations. Like zebra cakes, for example, we had our own variations of those. And so, I would say what we did was the same but different. So it was still all relatable. And it was also all stuff that we used to have that disappeared as well. Jesse says he still likes Lunchables, but he thinks they've gotten pretty small now. I thought the best looking idea was like the pizza bite. Because, you know, I'm not really a big fan of Hot Pockets. But those pizza bites looked incredible. They looked like they were pretty generous in the filling. Any of you guys ever had the pizza bites back in the day? The pizza bites looked like a solid. How you going, Cat? Welcome back. They look good. They looked like they had a generous amount of cheese and sauce. Yeah, that was one of the biggest complaints in the comment section. Everyone's like, these items still exist. And like, don't shoot the messenger. I just found it an interesting video, so I reacted to it. But I did have a few comments that were like, these things still exist. You know, I think the thing is they still exist, but a lot of us forgot some of them exist. Perhaps, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, you guys in America go crazy for ranch sauce, hey. Like, I do like ranch sauce in small doses, but you guys go crazy for ranch sauce. Yeah, I'm like, man, you guys really, really love it. You think bagel bites are similar to pizza bites? I like soft bagels. I only like hard bagels when they're covered in dark chocolate. Totino's pizza bites are pretty good. I thought ranch sauce was popular in your neck of the woods. I guess Alan is a nonconformist. Good to see you, bro. I guess Alan's a nonconformist, because I thought ranch was popular in his neck of the woods. Alan's a nonconformist. Yeah, I love blue cheese. I second blue cheese. I like either blue cheese sauce or like even like a 4 cheeses sauce, you know. But yeah, blue cheese is great. I don't know. I mean, we call it ranch over here. Ranch is basic. Is it really? See, Steve says ranch is like its own food group. I just realized Moe made me a coffee, but I had to finish the shoey first. There he is. That's done. Yeah, you know, most of your calories, if you're ordering food, most of your calories, I'm not even kidding, if you're ordering food and you're eating out, most of your calories are probably coming from the ranch sauce or the garlic sauce. You'll be surprised at how, like, calorie dense those two sauces are. They're like, there's massive amount of calories in those. And I know how much sauce you some bitches love to use with your food. I can guarantee you most of your calories are coming from either the sauce or the pop. Because you guys also get like these 2-3 litre freaking gulps. How you going, Jeffrey? Tweedledee, Tweedledum. How you doing? I hope you and the missus are doing great. Thanks for coming in, Jeff. But I tell you what, yeah. That was really, 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 really clumsy. And I just... Yeah, look, I'm glad it worked out. But I don't know. I don't know how to handle this situation, to be honest. That looks really, really nasty, that move on Chad Gable. Chad's fine. And... You know, all's well ends well, no harm done until there is harm done. I don't know what you do. Like, I mean, you can't really reprimand someone that didn't do something bad on purpose. But, you know, safety's I don't know what the solution is. It's such a tricky situation. I don't know what the solution is. I'm sure Penta and Chad will have a big talk and... They'll do their best to make sure something like that never happens again. I'm sure they'll have a big chat. There we go. Have I ever seen a bearded dragon? Absolutely, Brett. Absolutely, I have. Not in a hot minute, but you know, if you go to national parks, they're quite common in my neck of the woods. I used to see them at Lone Pine back in the day. Yeah, no, bearded dragons are pretty common, G. And big, yeah. Also known as frilled-leg neck lizard. They don't, this is the thing though, they don't get their beards out that often. At least, I mean, you're very lucky to see it get its beard out. It has to be, like, you know, it's a defense mechanism. But they don't use it that often. At least not that I've noticed. Wait, you actually sell bearded dragons in your... Really? I didn't know you guys had bearded dragons in America. Do you import them? I had no idea that you had bearded dragons. That's kind of cool. Yeah, right. Whereabouts specifically do you import them from? Look at that. Stevie's got black market bearded dragons, everybody. Yeah, Damo says where he lives, when it's warm, he gets bearded dragons there as well. Oh, you breed them there? Yeah, right. Okay, I didn't realize it was easy to breed them in your climate. That's cool. That's really interesting. Hey, look at that. Yeah, so Steve breeds bearded dragons, Damo. Hey God, Nighthawk, it's great to see you. Thank you for being here, buddy. Welcome! Jesse says they're common pets because they're also very easy to take care of. Well, what do you feed them? Steve says, I don't actually do the breeding. We just breed them in America. I sell them. Okay, sorry, my bad. So what do you feed them then? Like what are you recommended to give them as food? Nighthawk, we're fine, man. We're hoping it doesn't rain because we're gonna go to the city after this to buy Grandma's present. So yes, we're hoping it doesn't rain. Crickets, worms. Oh well, crickets aren't. You could get dried crickets from somewhere, I guess. I can't imagine dried crickets would be hard to get. Tim says, I live in Canada and watch Australian rules football for the first time last weekend. It's so cool. I wish I could join the team tomorrow. Well, hey, man, thank you for being so complimentary on one of our games. I'm more of a rugby league person, but I have great respect for the game of Aussie rules football. Just simply for the fact it takes a lot of fitness, and those guys jumping blindly is quite brave as well. I don't think Australian rules football gets enough respect. As I said, I'm not massively into the game, but I respect the game. I used to grow up playing cricket with a really famous player. He was a much more talented athlete than I'd ever be. I wasn't much of an athlete. He was a very talented guy. He used to play with his dad. Him and his dad even played. His dad was still young enough to play. Steve says if you had your own game like AVGN, I'd play it. I'd love to get a game produced one day, Steve. It's just out of my price tag right now. But I'd love to make my own game. Don't rule that out, Steve. I'm juggling a lot right now, but do not rule it out for the future. I have a little experience in game production. And so, I mean, on a basic level, not on a professional level, but I know how the industry works to a point. And so, I think I'd be ready if the time came to make one. So, don't rule it out for the future. Don't rule it out. Don't rule it out. And I'm gonna go back to Josh. A guy I know said he went to a restaurant over the weekend and they had kangaroo burgers, said it was alright. So, yeah, kangaroo meat's pretty good, honestly. Like, kangaroo's like steak, but a bit gamier. Like, you know, kind of... kangaroo meat's like steak, but it kind of has, like, the gaminess of, like, lamb. You know what I mean? So it's a very rich meat. It's not for everybody. I personally love it. If you can get past the smell, it's delicious. The smell's not... I don't think the smell's bad, but some people don't like the smell. That very irony smell. But yes. Nighthawk says, am I a soccer person? Not really. Again, I respect the game. I'm just not into it myself. Brett says he has a sugar glider as a pet. That must be hard to feed. Kevin loves lamb. Yeah, you do good, cat. You do good. Hey, so Darkwave, I'm not going to give you my top 3 Metroid games because I don't play a lot of Metroid. You know, I'm not a big franchise guy, but I am a big NES guy. So, you know, I'm more of an NES guy. But with that being said, I mean, Super Metroid's a masterpiece. Metroid Zero's pretty good. This Metroid's great. Couldn't get into Metroid Dread. Tried Metroid Dread, didn't like it. Feel bad for Payron, he sent it to me as a gift. But thank you so much, Payron, that was really good of you. But yeah, couldn't get into Metroid Dread. Not into the 3D Prime games, I've tried them. Jesse says, I eat a lot of venison, deer meat, can make anything, chili, spaghetti, burgers, I love food. Oh, what? Duh, I love food. I love food. I didn't mind in Dread that you had to outrun stuff. But outrunning stuff was so frustrating when you didn't know where to go. It's like, fuck, man. You like pig feet soup? Yeah, in some parts of Asia, when you get like an animal, every bit of the meat is used. They don't waste anything, you know. Feet, head, whatever. Ears. Hey, did I try? I've had a look at Metroid Fusion. It's okay. Alright guys, so we're just gonna die on purpose here so we can teleport back to the beginning. Man, we've been absolutely smashing this today. Absolutely smashing this like a redheaded stepchild. Alright, let's get out. So again, just if you're wondering, a lot of people might be like, Rick, why do you die on purpose in this section? I'm glad you asked. The reason we die on purpose here is we can either die and teleport back to the beginning almost instantly, or we can take 20 minutes trying to find our way back out of here, back to the start. And so really the only reason I do this is for time management reasons and, you know, to be convenient. So I die very, very quickly on purpose 3 times. The next 2 times are very quick. We go back to the beginning of the map and that's where we need to be. So this is all strategic. The catch is this is no good, obviously, if you try to do a no-death run. But lucky for you guys, your boy One Coin Only is not trying to prove anything. So... By the way, there's something, speaking of coffee, there's something I really want to try, and that's Vietnamese coffee. We've been watching a lot of food blogs, and what the Vietnamese do is they put whipped egg in the coffee, and so essentially it tastes like you're drinking a tiramisu. And so apparently, like, Vietnamese coffee is absolutely scrumptious. So I'm really keen to try a Vietnamese coffee one day. I didn't even realize that was a thing. Like, that's so cool. Vietnam coffee. Anyone here had Vietnam coffee before? Darkwave likes mushroom coffee. Oh, look at you. You just like the shroom. Kit Kat creamer. Viet coffee's awesome, Ronnie says. You think that sounds dangerous? Dude, it sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen, doesn't it? Although I think that'd be pretty good, because I think if you had a Vietnam coffee, the egg would probably keep you full for a bit. Egg keeps me full. So, you know, when I had it, so where I sometimes stay at a place called The Key when I stay once a year now in Phuket, I stay at a place called The Key. And they sell a Thai coffee there. But their Thai coffee is just basically coffee with whiskey in it. And but apparently that's not authentic. But they call Thai coffee with whiskey. And I didn't think it was all that, to be honest. I got Moe one and she thought it tasted like hot garbage. And so Josh says you need to try Cuban coffee. That'll make your heart explode. Cuban coffee, eh? Well, how much caffeine do they put in that? Do you all hunt in Australia? So hunting's illegal in Australia. Oh, don't get me wrong, people do it anyway. But animals are massively protected in Australia. But if people live far enough out in the sticks, they go pigging, and you know, people ask no questions, tell no lies, essentially. But there is a pigging culture in Australia. That's probably the most hunted item in Australia. People go boar hunting, pigging. I think in the sticks. It's an espresso with steam. Yeah, right. So Josh says Cuban coffee so strong it gets served in a shot bar. So you're gonna say it's gonna give Italian espresso a run for its money? So Cuban coffee is really strong because they use a full tablespoon of coffee and it's kind of thick. Jesus. Yeah, animals are massively... You need to even... you know, technically in Australia, you even need a license just to go fishing. I mean, look, you know, pretty much no one listens to the rules. If someone wants to go fishing, they're going to go fishing. But technically in Australia, just to go fishing, like at the lake or something, you need a license. It's pretty... I told you. Frickin' commie Australia, bro. Can't do nothing. Australia turning into Soviet Russia, everybody. Can't go fishing. Oh, are we allowed to have any fun? You're bleeding us for rent. Can we have any fun? Nah, can't go fishing. You have a good one too, Dark. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you popping in. Thanks a lot. Thanks for hanging out with us. Dude, Moe got one for my birthday. So my Moe got me a rotisserie pig delivered, and we literally got the whole pig cooked on rotisserie. And oh my gosh, it was such a great birthday meal, hey. Wasn't expensive either. Probably cost maybe... I can't remember if it was 1,000 or 2,000 baht. I can't remember. I'll ask Moe when she gets in here. But it would have been somewhere between 30 and 60 American dollars for a whole pig, just rotisserie spit roasted. And it was unreal. It was so good. It was such a great meal. We fed like we fed her family and the neighbors as well. Yeah. Hey Steve, thank you, man. Steve came in with 100. Steve says I've been living in the moment lately, taking it all in, being present, and thanks for your friend. You too, bro. You too, man. It wouldn't be the same if you weren't here every day, my brother. This is going out to you, Steve. I'm trying to live in the moment a little bit more as well. I have a lot to be grateful for. Oh, God. I bet that pig was amazing. Use any sort. It's funny that you say that because the pig was fresh, but the sauce we used, I think, was a little bit old. And so we kind of got the runs from the sauce. The sauce was... How about this? So we got a fresh pig spit roasted and delivered. Like, they literally, like, prepared the pig fresh from when it's running around. But the sauce that they used, I think, was old. So I find that quite ironic that we had a fresh pig but a shitty sauce. And so the sauce, it was amazing, but I think the sauce gave us the runs. Pig roast you do once a year like Thanksgiving. Yeah, well that's my birthday thing, but to be honest, when I go back to Moe's, I might treat the family and get another one. As I said, they're not expensive there. It'll be like 5 months since I've seen a family, so it'll just be nice to do something like that, you know? Sort of like as a hello again. A lot with my kids are smiling and, oh yeah, I know what you mean. It's gonna be, because eventually they're gonna be off to college and stuff, I understand. Oh, they're always gonna be there for you and love you, Steve. Yes. Alright, here it is. Now, if we do need more health, there is like another E-tank hidden in that wall. But I'm hoping it won't come to that. Now, we're off to a good start on this one. We should be able to blow this sumbitch to Kingdom Come. Let's go. People in America buy whole cows, store them in the freezer. All cuts. Yeah, right. I had no idea. I'm guessing in the country and on the ranches that would be a thing, though. I'm guessing in the rural areas that'd be more common. Oh, there we go. We did it. How you going, Brandon? Good to see you, legend. Thank you so much for being in here, mate. Appreciate you very, very, very much. We're just going to die on purpose and do the same thing as before. Aaron's in here as well. Great to see you, Aaron. Thank you for coming in today. Again, please don't be offended if I miss anybody. My brain not working as well today. I had too much input yesterday. Way too much. Good news though, this coffee's finally waking me up. This is only my second double coffee today. It's finally waking me up. I mean, that's good news. I'll take it. Yes. We're almost out of here. Oh, no. Well, that sucks. Lucky we have one that we prepared earlier. It's like, why didn't that just work the first time? Do Moe and I cook? I don't cook, Moe does. Trust me, you don't want to eat my cooking. The only thing I cook at home is hot pot. I haven't cooked it once since she's been here. No, Moe cooks. Moe's a brilliant cook. I told you, Moe's like the Thai equivalent of an Italian nonna. She cooks with love. She doesn't use measuring cups. She feels how much food goes and everything. Alright, we just gotta go get the venereal suit and then we can do the final level. This has been a pretty clean run today, guys. Very clean. I hope you guys are ready for a little Kid Icarus. How you going, Chrissy Ogle? How was work today, man? Sean says you wish Bowie would teach you how to cook. Yeah, but dude, I think you're forgetting how much I actually have to do, man. I usually work about 10 hours a day, bro. A small day is 8 hours, a bigger day is about 10 hours. And, you know, I do have a little bit of free time, but I'd rather use that free time to be a good boyfriend, you know? So, yes. I don't really have a lot of time, Sean. Not really a lot of time. It's always content, brother. You missed Unoni, she made the best big spaghetti and meatballs. I'm sorry you lost her, bro. Sorry you lost her. How was your day anyway, Chris? Work alright? Work was good, busy, but good. Good type of busy, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're not stressed and run off your feet, I prefer busy. The time passes quicker. Steve says you cook with the missus. I don't have any real desire to learn how to cook, to be honest. If I had any free time, I'd be learning how to speak proper Thai, to be honest. If I had any free time. But Moe's pretty understanding. She sees what goes on here and she's like, it's always game in your head. There's no room in your brain left. I'm like, I know. How you going, Mikey Wallace? Great to see you. Thank you for being in here, legend. And yeah, I appreciate you. Thanks so much. Steve says I made spicy Hawaiian pizza from scratch. So how do you make it spicy? Do you just put chili flakes in the marinara sauce, do you? Soviet Russia, how you going? How you going, Vladimir? I hope you're doing amazing. Then where I'm at, yeah, where I'm at, it's the 30th. It's the 30th in Australia now. I'm doing a stream in the evening tomorrow, guys, a little bit earlier because Moe and I got to head to the Gold Coast to see our grandma. So just so you guys know, tomorrow night I'll be on a little bit earlier. Good to see you. I'm glad the weather's nice where you're at. So Michael's turning 29 tomorrow. Dude, we're gonna sing you a big ass happy birthday tomorrow. Adonis, how you going, my friend? Good to see you. And Soviet Russia says it was 33 degrees in Calgary today. Bro, 33 degrees Celsius in Calgary? That's like 45 degrees Celsius where I come from. And what, dude? I reckon, dude. I mean, you guys usually live in ice. So if you're like 33 degrees Celsius in Calgary, I bet every person in Calgary was complaining that day. Dude, I mean, even I'm from Queensland, man. I'm like in Australia's freaking Florida. And even I freaking complain about the heat. Like, geez, man, 33 degrees in Calgary? Fucking hell, bro. Yeah, that is pretty hot for Canada. You Canadians and your fair skin. Jesse says it's super cool. Well, I'm trying, Jess. I'm trying. I'm not gonna lie. I've got a very, very awkward history. And honestly, it was not always fun. You see, you're gonna be careful what you say, Jesse. I appreciate that and respect it too. But it's not one size fits all. You gotta remember there's people out there that might have grown up and, you know, they not to talk about anything heavy, but so some people to, like, you know, might have gotten, you know, abused by family members or you know, someone might have been overzealous beating, for example. And so you gotta be careful what you say, because, you know, if you're gonna get up someone for not being close with family, you might not know what they've dealt with. So I'm very careful, you know. But as I said, I didn't go through anything so crazy, but, you know, it's not always been a cakewalk. But like I'm saying, in my older age, I'm trying to do make a better effort with family, you know. And so here we go. Michael says, I do wacky chew, and that's how I do. You like me, and I like you. Mikey, segue. Here we go. This is for you. Thanks, brother. Thanks a lot. I hate to break the heart of everybody in here, but I'm pretty sure that video was from about 16 years ago. So I don't think any of those lovely ladies look like that anymore. Just yeah. Instead of marinara sauce, use sweet chili sauce. Nice. Okay, and jalapenos. Now, that's actually a good idea. You got the sweet chili sauce, but then you use the jalapenos to counterbalance the sweetness a little bit. That's actually a really good idea. I think that would work. The Katura, well, they're a little bit younger. I think that one, I think that was about 2014, 2015. But those other girls are from 2009. Tim says, forget your age, enjoy your life. I'm just talking from a total shallow point of view. Though those chicks are not young and hot anymore. Just talking from a completely shallow point of view. Those how do you do girls are not young and hot anymore. Well, I'm just being shallow. Sue me. Yeah, pepperoni's my go-to pizza. Pepperoni's always, you know. You always assume a decent pizza place will not screw up pepperoni. I think, and when it comes to pineapple on pizza, I like Hawaiian. I'd rather not have pineapple on anything else, though, but I like Hawaiian. I don't really look at it as Hawaiian as being, like, pizza, though. It's kind of its own thing. But I like Hawaiian. Eating pepperoni pizza's god tier, correct. Correct. I can't believe it's 33 degrees Celsius in Calgary. That sounds insane to me. Big shout out to our Canadian friends who are currently in a heat wave. Look out. Well, good news for you guys in Calgary. Maybe all that snow will finally melt. I mean, there is that. Hey, God, Nicky LaGrosso, good to see you. Thank you for coming in, mate. I hope you're amazing. How's things, Nick? You think pineapple on pizza is blasphemous? How about you put pineapple on these nuts? Alright, there we go. Let's get out. And so Josh says at least it'd be a dry heat. Yeah, it wouldn't be humid like it is here, that's for sure. Yeah, don't compare 33 degrees in Canada to 33 degrees in somewhere like Miami or Mississippi. Ah, damn it. There we go. Those F1 standings are pretty dude. I love how open. It's a shame that the actual racing on track is kind of boring. It's a shame that the actual racing on track is kind of boring. Because 4 people could win the F1 championship this year, but the racing on track itself is kind of freaking boring. But what's not boring is how back and forth the points are. Like that's actually pretty interesting. It'll be interesting to see how the new era goes next season. Be very interesting. Let's see if they've improved the sport. Here we go. Yeah, I know, it's freaking close, eh? I have to have a quick pee break in a sec before Kid Icarus if you don't mind, legend. There we go. We got this. Hey, look at that. That was alright. I'll take it. That was pretty good. Yeah, I'm not too bad, Cherokee. Should be a good run today. Tim says Monaco's won in qualifying, impossible to pass. These days it is. In the 80s, the cars were smaller. And they would pass one another. Not often, but it would happen. But not in modern F1. No way. But basically, all Monaco is, especially in the dry weather, is a Gloria Estefan Conga line. Come on, everybody. Come and do their Conga. Yes. Well, Monaco's a Gloria Estefan Conga line. It's still impressive to see how people can race there safely though without hitting the wall. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's impressive. I'll be right back, homies. I feel like that's one of the quickest playthroughs of Metroid I've ever done, like, live. I feel like that was, like, really, really, really quick today. Oh, gosh. Tell you what, man, my stomach is still feeling funky from that chili durian shake. And I've got no one to blame for that but myself, because no one sabotaged me. I lost because I suck. So I got no one to blame for that but myself. So here we go. Yeah, I got no one to blame but myself. Are we going to, yeah. Steve says, alright, you legend, I'm off. I'm going to open tomorrow morning. Take it easy. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Hombre Lobo Gaming. Always great to see you. Appreciate you, mate. Before Steve goes, what are we going to do for you? This one. Here we go. Thanks, homie. My guy, I hope you have a great shift. Enjoy all those frilly neck lizardy things. Bearded dragons. Oh, I want to see your pet shop now. I totally want to see your pet shop. Yeah, we haven't done Kid Icarus for a minute. Gosh. Yeah, it's crazy how much my stomach got knocked around from that shake. I don't know what it was. You know what I think it was too? I completely forgot that I did durian, and I also had the Johnny Walker. You're actually I completely forgot you're not supposed to have durian and alcohol. It's quite dangerous. And so I just realized I mixed the two together. That probably wasn't the world's best call. Oh, look at that. Hell yeah. What's the difference between a literalist and a kleptomaniac? A literalist takes things literally, and a kleptomaniac takes things literally. Fucking hell, that's a clever joke. That's clever. I like that. It's alright. You're not gonna get the Banako treatment for that one. That's. See what can we learn here from Josh's joke? We can learn that grammar is important. You can just slightly change the grammar, and what you say means two completely different things. It's grammar's important, everybody. Grammar's important. Dude, me too. I got really lucky. Yeah, that was really clever. That's some smart humor there. That was clever. Commas make a difference. Yeah, grammar's important, everybody. Yes. Keep going this way. It should be relatively smooth today. I love that we don't have to level up for anything. Oh, here we go. We can buy this container and just keep filling up the... But yeah, nice. Let's do that. Synonym rolls, just like Grandma used to make. I can't get angry at you because I laughed. I can't get angry at you because I laughed. Banako, you in here? You're learning how to actually tell a joke, bro. Are you in here, Banako? You're getting taught how to crack jokes today? Mitch says, what's the difference between a bus station and a lobster with boobs? One is crusty station, the other is a busty crustacean. No, see, that's Bonarco levels of no, sorry, Mitch. No, Mitch, work on your material. That's terrible. That's terrible. Mitch, no. No. We got the Walkers in here. Good to see you guys. We got Mick, Pip, and Timmy. Good to see you. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you're having a great day. Great day. I'm having a fabulous day. If I was any more fabulous, I'd be doing men's hairdressing. There we go. Mitch says you'll go back to... I think there's potential there, Mitch, but that one didn't hit it for me. There we go, this will be fun. I always look forward to playing Kid Icarus. I know it's not everyone's favourite game that I play, but I love Kid Icarus a lot, man. I just think it's a good time. Hey, like I said, guys, if you've enjoyed the stream so far, and you want to support 100% for free, we encourage you to hit the thumbs up, guys. And that's the one way you can be like, hey, thank you, Ricky, for turning up. Just hit that reaction, eh? We got a lot of lovely newbies watching on YouTube today as well. Big welcome. One Coin Only is all about nostalgia with a smile, some new stuff thrown in. Don't be afraid to say hello and tell us where you're from. Yeah, this game came out. This was one of the first games to come out after the Black Box series. And so, you know, obviously in 1985 you had the Black Box series. And then 1986, 1987, you started to get the silver box games like, you know, Metroid, Kid Icarus, that kind of stuff. I think Castlevania was a pretty early game as well. It's incredible when you see how easily I can beat this game now, but, you know, when I was really young, I struggled for, like, months with this before I beat it. Fair play, I beat this a lot sooner than I beat, like, a Metroid or something, but I beat this game. You know what? I remember, I actually beat this game before I beat the first Castlevania. I think the first time I beat Castlevania and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out from memory was probably a year after this. I beat this. So the first really complicated game I beat was Legend of Zelda. This was probably the second one, believe it or not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the second one. Yeah, I have tried the 3DS Kid Icarus. It didn't really resonate with me that much. Ricky Rage on early Kid Icarus was epic. Wait, you've seen me Rick Rage on Kid Icarus? Fuck you, little ghost mongrel fucker! Stop ruining my bonus games, you cunny! But yeah, I've tried the 3D Kid Icarus game. Maybe one day I'll give it another shot. Yeah, maybe one day I'll give it another shot. Sorry everybody, well that was a big yawn, wasn't it? I don't want to be really falling asleep right now. I've got to take Moe to the city after this game. Gonna take Moe for some adventure. Adventure. What do you say? Try buying for me. What a rip-off. Hey, the Walkers, thank you. We having a weekend away starting Friday. Very nice. But we want Uncle Ricky to know we'll be staying on the stream day. Oh, I appreciate that. I mean, look, you know what? If you know you need to enjoy your time away, that's fine. We'll be here when you come back. I kind of feel like lately, it's just been the last few days that my breath hasn't been as oxygen rich. You know, kind of when you have COVID, and no matter how much you breathe, you kind of feel short of breath. I've kind of been feeling like that the last few days. I don't know if anyone's ever experienced the same thing. I just thought I'd bring it up. But I've been having, like, you know, I feel like my breath has not been very oxygen rich lately. This is going out to you, Timmy. Thanks a lot. Thanks so much, Timmy, Mick, and Pip again. Alright, there we go. We got the first dungeon. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Anyway. Yeah, well, with lucky, we're going to use a save state or two today, so those eggplant tossers can toss off. Screw them. Suck on these balls, everyone. I think the eggplant guys are in here. They're not going to get me. I love it when you max out your arrows, they only take 2 shots. Otherwise, they take like 5 or 6. Well, that's better. Crazy to think even when you max out your weapons, they still take a couple shots. Ron says maybe you could write a song called Moe and Me about how she cooks up meals and make you content. And you can cook up shows full of content. Why are you dropping the eggplant there for? Why are you dropping the eggplant there for? You just made it weird. You just made a nice idea really weird. There we go. Oh, you're gonna let... No, that's okay, Brandon. Brandon says have a great stream. Gonna head into your shift. Catch you legends on the next one. Love and respect. Hey, man. Let me know. Yeah, I keep forgetting you're on different hours now. Let me know how the job kit is going. Hey, I know you've been there for a couple weeks. Hope it's still okay, brother. Ah, yeah, fair enough. Hey, I could play devil's advocate in this one. Not everyone's a pervert. I could play devil's advocate. Can't assume everyone's a simpy perv. To be fair, you know what I'm used to though, Josh. But yes, I could play devil's advocate. Yes. Brandon says it's going well, just learning the motions and finding my footing. Have a great one. You too, brother. I don't know why I feel so short of breath today for. Maybe I'm just tired, I don't know. Certainly not complaining about it. Show goes on, but I don't know why I'm so short of breath lately. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. Like, even when I go to bed, I'm like short on breath for about a half an hour, and then I calm down, and then I can sleep. So it's so weird. I didn't even know Chris Lindley was. You could be. Yeah, Chris Lindley, a dirty perv. The thing is, though, he's a dirty perv to his own wife. You know, you see, this is the thing about Chris Lindley, but he don't shit in other people's backyards, bro. See? he only a dirty perv in his own house. It's kind of like me. We got that in common, actually. You think it's sometimes I don't know. But I'm just a bit short on breath. And so, I mean, as long as there's nothing health-wise to be concerned with. But I've just been feeling short of breath probably for 2 days. So sometimes you have a hard time sleeping and waking up. Why is that, Nighthawk? What's happening? Well, this is the thing. You just said the key thing. Damo says, yes, but Gomez Adams would be a simp if Morticia didn't return it in spades. You've just basically answered your own thing. You're only a simp if it's not reciprocated. Bro, I simp hard for Moe, but she simps for me too. And so it's really not simping anymore at that point. It's just like kind of like worshipping each other, you know what I mean? Not literally, but it's not simping if it's reciprocated. It's only simping if it's at the expense of your self-respect. So that's when guys start playing the fool. Guys, Chris is in here. By your perverted comments, I am summoned. Welcome! Welcome! Welcome!
What is this, and how can I make the rest of my life about it?
How you going, Chrissy Lindley? It is wonderful to see you today. I feel spoilt. I've seen you like a couple days in a row now. You're spoiling me. So let's take the sexism out of it and just make it a general topic. Let's just say there's someone in your life, doesn't matter who it is. It could be a chick, it could be your boss, it could be a family member, it could be your best friend. And you give them the world, you know? You're always like, you know, complimenting them and like genuinely complimenting them. You know, not this manipulative bullshit because you want something. But you know, you're genuinely complimenting them, you're supporting them. You're giving your love to them, but then they don't give you the same respect, time, or appreciation back. Well, if you keep doing it, then you're a simp. But if they're doing it back, you're not a simp. It's just called being a decent human being. There's a difference. Guys, we got Milkman in here. Fuck, and then we got like... Dude, that's like... We got like the holy trinity of cunnies in here right now. Chris Lindley, Joshy King, and Milkman. That's like the holy trinity of one coin only cunnies, everybody. The seal has been broken. The apocalypse is about to start. The holy fucking trinity of cunnies is now in here. Guys, Milkman, Josh Bilkowski just dropped a very generous $10 super chat. My G, thank you. We're going to do these for you. And thank you so much. Man, that's incredible. Thank you, my brother. I hope you're well. How you been keeping, Milkman? I feel like I haven't spoken to you in a hot minute. How is life? I agree with you 50%. I'm trying to be a little bit less cynical these days, and I know logically there are actually a lot of good people out there, but human beings are also built for like defense, and so I mean, look at me, for example. I have like 90 to 95% of you guys every day saying nice things to me. But you remember the negative comments because you're built for defense and they cut deep. You know what I mean? I think it's the same with human nature. I'm not saying everyone's nice, but there's a lot more nicer people out there than you probably realize. But because everyone in here, I'm sure, has been burnt at one point or another, you forget that, I think. I mean, that's how I look at it logically anyway. How you going, Sylvia? Good to see you. Cheap Charlie says he's been on the road a lot, so he's worn out. But it's good to see you. It's good to see you too, man. I hope you got a little bit of downtime, a little me time coming in soon. Sylvia takes one to know one. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm finding it a little bit hard to breathe right now. I'm finding it a little bit hard to breathe. Bear with me. I don't know what's been wrong with me the last couple of days, but I've been feeling like as I said, my breathing's not oxygen rich. I promise I'm not complaining or having a sook. Like, this is complete legit. I don't know what's going on. It's not hard to exhale, it's just oxygen feels a bit thicker, and it feels like it's not oxygen rich. I'm okay. I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm not having like chest pains or going numb. Like, I'm not getting a heart attack or anything. Maybe I'm just a little bit anxious. I don't know. It could be. I mean, that's what I thought, because I was breathing like this when I had COVID as well. But I mean, I don't have any other symptoms if I have COVID. Evan says, I used to know a girl who looked just like you, but she only had 3 toes on her left foot. Folks used to pay to take her shoe off. This was before OnlyFans. Say thanks, Evan, dickhead. Can I inhale deeply? Yeah. Ready? Yeah, pretty deeply, I think. Do breath exercise. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't know what's up. But as I said, I've got a day and a half break on the Gold Coast this weekend, so I'll be okay. I'll be able to catch my breath, walk around, get some sun. Metal Man says you might need to see a doctor, maybe. I promise you I'm not being a whinge. Like, I'm being 100% legit. Well, I've never been diagnosed with asthma, so I don't know. I mean, can you get late in life onset of asthma? I don't know. I don't think so. My sister's the asthmatic of the family. But no, hey, I appreciate you listening. As I said, I promise I'm not bullshitting. Okay. I don't know, maybe I'm just overexerted. I could just be overexerted and underrested, maybe. I'll have my day and a half off on the Gold Coast, and I'll let you guys know how I'm feeling after that. So, but I do have a couple more streams before I go. I've got the morning and then tomorrow night. Nighthawk says I have a hard time talking to ladies, so I leave them alone. Dating's hard, bro. I mean, I can't pretend I'm an absolutely massive Adonis with Western ladies. It's yeah, man, it's hard. I think dating's shit for men and women, to be honest. I think where it hurts guys the most, though, is things are very deregulated. I think just from a guy's point of view, ladies have access to like celebrities on Instagram now, and so it's just a lot harder for regular dudes these days. This is just from the guy's point of view. But then on the flip side for ladies, I'm sure they're having a hard time finding someone decent as well. And so Metal Man says you never said you will. See, I just don't want people to think I'm a hypochondriac. Like, I'm being legit. Oh, that's called Secret Commando or Sly Spy, Banarco. The game has two names, depending on the region. So it's either Secret Commando or Sly Spy. Yeah, no, it's okay. Chris says if they're human, guys accept rejection but embrace when they entertain you. Attempts at simple conversation. I think guys do get in the way. So my argument would be, is if you're not interested in a dude, let them down gently. But at the same time, I think girls get stressed out because some guys also don't know how to take no for an answer. And so that starts to get creepy and sometimes even a little scary. And so for that reason, I think that's probably why a lot of ladies are a little bit less polite in rejection these days. I mean, you do have some bitches out there, but sometimes it's a defense mechanism, I think. Man, what an interesting topic. I think you can be direct, firm, but polite. You know, you could be like, hey, thank you, but never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I mean, that's firm, direct, but polite. Thank you, appreciate you coming up to say hello, but never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. If they can't take the hint after that, then yeah, probably need a restraining order. Did I see that another Metal Slug game is coming out? No. Oh, Damo, fucking legendary. Well, there you go. Is it including that techno version that I was talking about? Where was it? Yeah, Damo's got a couple One Night in Bangkok Shuffle videos. Boom, there we go. Yeah. I'm trying to do that a lot more. Sometimes I let my stress get in the way of my decent human manners, so I'm working on it myself, Jesse. I'll admit it. Tony says it's on the NES. Yes, it's Kid Icarus. It's on the NES, brother. Yeah, it sounds like you kicked a medium-sized dog when he gets hit. When Pit gets hit, it sounds like you kicked a medium-sized dog. We need to put that on loop. We need to put that sound effect on loop. I'll show you the sound effect in a minute. Here we go. Here we go. We'll do the sound effect in a minute. Imagine this on loop. Ready? You ready? There you go. See, small to medium-sized dog getting kicked. I don't think that's a coincidence. Sylvia says you've been playing. I'd love to get back into that game eventually. Hey. Well, what I might do is I might take your shuffle videos and put my version in it. That could work. Really? That happens quite often. So see, that's a funny thing though. Ironically, and it completely contradicts what I said. But sometimes at first ladies can't stand somebody, and then they end up falling for them. I hear this a lot, but at the same time, as a dude, if you're told no, then you just have to move on. And I mean, that's on her if she's Mr. Good Guy at the end of the day. Hey. So Chris says, Pit also sounds like me when I get stuck in my zipper. By the way, I just realised with Cheap Charlie's very generous $10 super chat, we got half a shoey. I just realised. Yeah. Man. Yeah, well, that's true, because sometimes you're going to hook up with someone that hates you, and then sometimes you're going to hook up with someone that loves you, but you're never ever going to hook up with someone who's indifferent with you. Because the opposite of love is indifference. That's like, this person doesn't even care enough that you exist. A lot of people think hate's that. There's a fine line between hate and love sometimes. Yeah, I think that's the best thing you can do, Nighthawk. Trust me, that's the best thing you can do. So Chris says he's now been with his lovely wife for 12 years and 3 kids together. Man, congratulations on your wonderful family. I mean, how do you make it work, bro? Well, as someone who's a family man and has a happy family life, what's your advice? Sometimes, Chris. By the way, Payron says here's the other half. Payron, thank you for the $10 super chat. That's the other quarter, by the way, not the other half, legend. But we're only a $10 super chat away from another one.
Good morning.
Going out to you, Payron.
Hey, fuck you. Yes. Yes. Fuck you too.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh my god. Man, what's wrong with me today? Bro. What's wrong with me today? So you look, yeah, no, Secret Agent. Sorry, Secret Agent or Sly Spy. See, Secret Agent or Sly Spy, it's called. And so Sylvia says you should stream Diablo 4. You know, I love Diablo, but the only Diablo game I stream that gets any traction is Diablo 1. So I'm actually long overdue to do a Diablo 1 stream for you guys. But that's the only Diablo game that I stream that gets any traction. Alright, there you go. It's official. We're on our 3rd shoey, guys. Thank you so much, Payron, Cheap Charlie, and I think I think Jason Rudkin had the other part of that as well. Freaking legendary, homies. Of course I got you. Here you go. And what else are we going to do? We need another one. That's not enough. We need one more. What else are we going to do? Josh is the real deal. Joe says he misses playing classic Nintendo games. Yeah, I know. I'm blessed that I'm able to play these as often as I do, definitely. Yeah, man, it's a great team effort. Oh, God. So you think this could be allergies? I don't know. But as I said, I'm just feeling like I'm not getting enough oxygen. It's probably because I don't ever shut up and I just keep talking. Yeah, that's the problem. I never shut up and I just keep talking. But yes. Yeah, no, Milkman's over on YouTube, bro. Milkman is hanging out on YouTube with us today. Maybe I'm having too much caffeine. Maybe what I need to do is mix my whiskey with something else. Maybe Diet Ginger Ale instead. Maybe I need to mix my whiskey with something that's not caffeinated. Could we just be having And so D-Wayne says it's my liver struggling to survive. You won't be cracking that joke if I'm dead. Although, let's be honest, I can't do shoeys forever. Yes. Anyway, cheers, guys. Thank you so much for the love. Until I come up with a better idea, the shoeies are here to stay. Until I come up with a better idea. I need a better idea. I know it might have not been a joke, but you'll... I mean, I guess it wasn't. Look at D-Wayne with a tough love. You know, next week I have to go to a funeral. And one of my very, very close colleagues for the last 20 years just passed away from the same thing. And we, here's the thing. I'm not going to, it's a memorial, sorry. He had a private funeral, but we're going to a memorial. But here's the thing. We lost touch for about a year and a half. I didn't even know he was sick. Like, it happened very, very quickly. And, yeah, anyway. But yeah, you're right. He's a bit older than me, but he was still only about 60-ish. So, you know, he's a bit older than me, but only about 60-ish. No, it's okay, but the scary thing was, he was a big guy. Like, he was really obese. Like, we're talking probably 350 to 400 pounds. He was a big dude and a tall dude. But when he sadly left us, he was only 40 kilos. So, it happened very, very, very quickly. But yes, realistically, I can't do shoeies forever. But they're fun, and until I have a better idea, I mean, yes. How you going, Stephen? Good to see you. I don't want to put anyone's day out, to be honest. Just move on. I really don't want to put anyone's day out. No one needs to show any respect to me. I want that stuff when I'm alive. I don't care when I'm not here. The chat isn't the same. What can I do to bring back those good nostalgic memories, Chris? I don't want you to feel like that. What do you mean the chat's not the same, brother? What can I do to bring back that happy nostalgia feeling for you? Oh, okay. No, fair enough. I mean, look, that's why we're on both. Just watch where you like to watch. Well, watch where you like to watch, guys. It doesn't bother me either way. Watch where you want to watch. You watched Karate Kid Legends today? It was a Cobra Kai Kid connection. The kid knocked it out of the... I'm glad it was a good movie, man. I'm glad you found it decent. In most cases, Metal Man, I agree with you. In most cases. There are exceptions to the rule, but yeah. See you tomorrow, Kat. See you. I think that's out in America and we get it a week later. I don't think it's out till next Thursday for us. So, yeah, we have to wait till next Thursday. So it comes out a week later in Aussie for some reason, I think. So I think June 5th or 6th for us. I think. But I could be wrong. You know, a lot of people actually do that, Josh. A lot of people donate on YouTube and then go back to watching on Facebook. That actually does happen. I think a lot of people have been pissed off for a long time that their favorite streamer's star icon half the time's not even working. So a lot of people usually jump on YouTube and send a buck or two and then go back on. There we go. Oh no, is it afternoon for me? Yeah, it's afternoon here, G. Afternoon where I'm at. It's currently 20 past 1. And so yeah, after this stream, I'll be taking Molly to the city. Yeah, well, there's definitely a star giveaway during next... there's definitely a game giveaway next month now. I'll be honest, this month... Sorry, last month was really, really tight. I barely covered expenses, but this month's been fantastic. So there's a game giveaway this month. I still owe Joshy a game. Joshy hasn't picked a game yet. Joshy King's got another game. Dude, that's like the third game you've won. You're like... Look at it. And well deserved. I mean, don't get me wrong, well deserved. But Joshy King, I mean, take your time. I'd rather you find something you want and then I can send it to you. But yeah, you are like one of the luckiest people on one coin only. That's epic. Piano Man, good to see you. Yeah, the heavy hitting ones now, hey. Payron says you want a recount. Oh, you'll get something eventually, brother. Don't worry, I'm not going to be that guy that lets you forget. It's just you can also take your time, though, and make sure you get something that you want. So, I know you're a bit picky with your modern games, so I'm always happy for you to wait till that there's something that you want, you know. Dude, I was giving out clothing at one point, but there's a reason I stopped giving out clothing. Clothing's a great idea. But the reason I stopped giving out clothing is because ask Chris Lindley why I stopped giving out clothing. Chris Lindley will tell you why I stopped giving out clothing, and Chrissy Ogle for that matter. Dude, for some reason I would buy something on like Teespring and send it, and it would take people a month to 2 months for them to get their freaking clothing item. And so I just like, it was starting to make me look like an asshole even though I was the messenger. And so, it's alright, Joshy, you had my word. When you're ready, I'll hook you up. Just let me know when you're ready, bro. You got one on layaway, hey? But yeah, yeah, exactly. So D-Wayne says Teespring's like 5 months behind now. Fucking hell. See, so even my boy D-Wayne's been having issues with that. So Davo wants to order Dex's Christmas shirt already. That's funny. Chris says your growth is serious. Like, man, I appreciate that, bro. Like, I feel good because I just know how hard I've worked. Like, I've really worked hard on everything. Not just the streams, but like reactions, blogs, and everything in between. And I've really worked hard on it, bro. So I don't know, I feel tingly in my heart right now, Chris. I feel very tingly. I think this time is different. I think, you know, during COVID, one coin only had an element of popularity. And I think I sort of didn't have the same work ethic then that I do now. So this time feels a bit different. Thank you, man. Yeah, we've gone from just being gaming to actually being a brand. And, you know, we got, like, as I said, reactions, vlogs. I want to give Moe a cooking show when she... You know, Moe's still a new content creator, but when she's feeling more confident, I want to give her a cooking show. Yeah. Thank you, Banako. I appreciate that. Dude, I mean, we're going to play that together. We're going to be able to play online together, Damo. That's going to be awesome. No, I got, So, here's the thing. I had a level of virality, and no pun intended in that era. And I was also signed to a celebrity management contract. And so I had a reason to be annoyed with them because I feel like they didn't give me a return on my investment. But at the same time, I was also, I'll admit, arrogant. And I didn't always take their advice for growth. I kind of looked at the short game too much and not the long game. And so it was just... Yeah, the whole relationship was a disaster. Now looking back on things, I probably would have done a little bit different on my end. But, yeah, I'll be honest, I think back in 2020, I didn't capitalize on the opportunities that we had. But, you know, I learned from the mistakes. 5 years later, we're doing some good things here, I think. It says only... Oh, is it really only... That's a bummer. I had no idea. That's a bummer. I thought Ridge Racer was good. Okay. Well, that's a bummer, Damo. Oh, well. Plenty other multiplayer games. When are you picking up your Switch? Do you know yet? Well, here's the thing, Banako. I don't hate you. I just hate your joke. I don't hate you. Just your joke. Josh says you need to have a heckling stream where Chris Lindley and I can heckle you like those two old guys from the Muppets. Oh, those two old guys sitting at the play in that little theater box, yeah. Dude, I remember that. Man, I used to love those guys as a kid. And Chris says, I usually consume gaming content, but recently one of your snacks reactions came across my algo. Because I also consume food content. Oh, right. There was just an interesting video, man. And as I said, I have to admit, I have to give some thanks to ChatGPT. Because they've completely fixed my, you know, descriptions and titles and tags. And I think some of the success is owed to ChatGPT as well. You'll just tell ChatGPT the video you made and they'll make your video sound like $1 million, eh? It's great. Hey Ricky, did you hear about the toes that were starting up unnecessary arguments about any and everything? They were being petty. See, Banako, you should not be cracking jokes. At all. Period. I guess I just gotta think of what other ideas we got now. You know, we got, I mean, maybe less is more. I think blogs, reaction videos, Moe's cooking show. That might be enough. Oh, food taste tests. We do taste testing, of course. Almost out of here, guys. Nearly done. Yeah, Banako, jeez, man. I, like, really need to pee now, hey. Guys, if you don't mind, I'll have one quick break and go to the bathroom, and then we'll do the finale. It'll help me get my breath back as well, if you legends don't mind. So thank you again. I'll be right back, about a minute and a half, guys. When there's something strange in a girl's DMs, who you gonna call? Simp Busters.
Imagine owning the world's greatest one-coin
In the
songs
Facebook chat, who you gonna call?
by the greatest voice of our time
Captain Canada, he's our hero.
in a once-in-a-lifetime collection.
2-0. Bag on a stick, fucking Cardi B.
Time Life Music presents
I got a wet slip on yourself.
the Ultimate Kunte Collection.
Work.
69 Sumbish songs, sung by one incredible Sumbish with a joypad.
Keyhole and paralyze the cat. Da-da-da-da. Click, click. Da-da-da-da. Click, click. I just died in the ass tonight. Got no more fucking energy left.
Ricky John,
Oh, it seems to me you live your life like a cunty in the street.
Ricky Denver,
Cunty road, take me home to the place full of assholes.
and Ricky Iglesias.
Chris will be my hero, baby. He will take the ramen away.
Get the Ultimate Kunte Collection on 2 CDs for just $69.69. But wait,
Teenage Mutant
drop 10,000 stars and we'll take $10 off.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Suck my nuts. Yeah, suck my nuts. There we go. Chair stream. My chair stream. I have the best chair streams on the internet, by the way. Thank you, Nighthawk. I know you mean it when you say it too, bro. Oh, I didn't realize Drew McIntyre was going off TV. Right. Well, what injury does Drew McIntyre have? Well, what injury Drew McIntyre got at the moment? Told you, I have the best chair streams on the internet, everybody. Yeah, it's Chris, thank you so much. Hopefully we see you again sooner rather than later. It's always such a pleasure. I tell you what, for what it's worth, your encouragement made me feel like $1 million today, Chris, just so you know. You know, when I was a kid, I used to watch those late night infomercials when I should have been sleeping for school. And they're all kind of boring in hindsight, but I was still just loved being a rebel staying up late, so I didn't care, you know? I just loved being a rebel staying up late. Just rebel me not going to bed. Yeah, it's just nice to feel that you're on the right track. Kind of the first time in a long time I felt that way, to be honest. There you go, John. No. Oh my gosh. Joshy the Madman is in here. How you doing, Josh? Hey, my brother, you caught us on the tail end. How you doing today? Everything okay, bro? Thank you very much for coming in, Joshy Love. And man, thank you so much again for yesterday. You really made yourself famous, eh? Nighthawk says I should talk about computer tech. You know what, Nighthawk? That is a really good idea for people who are passionate about computer tech. But I'm kind of like Cole Trickle in Days of Thunder. You know, I like to drive fast, but I don't really know how under the hood runs. You know what I'm saying? So it's not my passion. Not my passion. My other senses are fine. I'm just feeling very short of breath the last couple days. But I think I might have been having too much caffeine. I just realized I get like this when I'm either really stressed, really anxious, or having too much caffeine. So I'm not as worried about it now, because I think I just need to slow down my caffeine intake. I think I've got artificial anxiety. That means when you induce it yourself from caffeine. So yeah, it just is. Oh shit, balls on a stick. Yeah, I've done this to myself. So it's my bad. Do I watch Rick and... No, I don't watch Rick and Morty. Maybe one day I'll try to get into it. Yeah, Damo, you should definitely do tech on your channel. You should definitely do tech on your channel. That's just... I'm casual. You're more hardcore than me. Today, yesterday was a day off, so you slept most of the day. I have to race off after this game, because after I shop for my grandmother's present, I need to do an extra little bit of offline content, because I've got to have some things uploaded still, if that makes sense, when I'm on the Gold Coast. As I said, I'll only be having a day and a half off on the coast, but I need to see my nan. I need to have my monthly break. So, yeah, we're going to stream this morning, and then tomorrow evening, and then we'll come live, but it won't be with gaming. It'll just be with other random shit. Maybe I can take you guys to the time zone. That might be a good idea. Yeah, maybe Moe and I can film at the time zone, actually. Spontaneous date, babe. Let's go to the arcade amusement parlor. Let's do one coin only live from the arcade. That could be alright. D Wayne said, alright, bro. D Wayne's probably about to tell me the bad news and I'm about to drop dead. But I will go to a doctor soonish. D Wayne gonna message me in private, tell me I'm just about dead. Hey, so Chris says a fistful of Josh Karki on the stream. Chris Lindley, my guy, thank you very much. Hey, one more time with the K-pop. Hip-hop K-pop.
What is this, and how can I make the rest of my life about it?
Thank you so much, brother. I really, really, really appreciate you. Did I miss Milkman Stars as well? Sorry, I may have. Oh, Josh! Well, I feel like a rude cunny. Shout out to all the Joshes in here tonight. It's a story about some cunnies called Joshy. This is for you, bro. Sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Yes, they were invisible, but now that, you know what? You know, just like Amazing Grace. The sound is sweet, I was blind, but now I see. Just like Amazing Grace, I got you, bro. We're almost done, babe. It's the last level. And, which is good, I need to get my breath back. Did you hear me heavy breathing when I was sleeping last night? Yeah, it's really hard to get the oxygen. Yes. Oh, we activated a star party at the end, really? How you going, Captain BS? It's wonderful to see you, legend. Oh, thank you for that. Tell everyone what you just fed me. Yeah, dry mango. It's delicious, actually.
This one.
I wonder how much sugar they put in that though. It tastes like candy, babe. Guys, Timmy Rose just dropped a big 200 stars. Thank you so much, Timmy. This is for you. Thank you so much, Timmy. I really appreciate you, bro. Thank you. I don't know. Seth, thank you very, very, very much. I know, it's just weird. No, that's not the one. This one. Sorry, Seth. Thank you, Timmy. Thank you, Seth. As I said, sorry I'm a bit off today, guys. Sorry I'm a bit off. Sorry I'm a bit off. Yeah, I'm just not gonna drink coffee for the next couple days, I don't think. No coffee. Coffee's now banned. Coffee, caffeinated beverage. We're gonna have to try and find other diet soft drink. Maybe diet lemonade and no more caffeine for a while. Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Timmy. I'm really sorry today, guys. I'm just something's a bit off. Yes. Oh, we got one more loop here, and then yes. How's the sound and picture been? Has everything been smooth, guys? How much caffeine? So I have a double coffee every time I have a coffee, but I'm also doing shoeies with Coke Zero. So I'm probably like I'm probably absolute over. Yeah, think about that. I had the double coffee yesterday, and how much Coke I had with all those shoeies. I mean, you think about it. Yeah, I think I might have to start doing like lemonade or ginger ale or something. Hey, thank you, mate. Yeah. I'm not trying to be a hypochondriac or worry anyone, guys. As I said, today's just really freaking weird. That's alright, I'll take off after this level. How long we've been on for a few hours, it's all good. Little tiny bit early today. I'll be back on in the morning, guys. There's a new thing where you can get like a ranking system on it's a lot of caffeine in Coke. So Josh says if you're over 40 milligrams of caffeine a day, that could be a problem. I think I definitely am. I think so. Because I've been like this before after too much coffee, but this is worse than usual. So, but as I said, I have been putting a little bit on myself lately, so it could just be a few. I don't know. I should really go to the doctor. We should go get Bangkok Hospital or something. You reckon I can get some blood work done when we're in Thailand? Where do you recommend that I go? What do you think, the healthcare is good enough at Udon? Yeah, just go get it done at a good hospital at Udon then. Yeah. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for having my back. And so D Wayne says, people drink whole pots of coffee. I think it's a combination of things. Well, I'm stressing myself out because I cared too deeply for my work. I'm drinking lots of caffeine. Probably need to get my blood work checked. Probably too much alcohol. You're probably right about that. Work it out. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate it. You're right. It could be a number of things. It could be one big thing or it could be a bunch of little things. D Wayne's about to message me and tell me how I'm dying. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you all so much. Despite the little kerfuffle in that stream, That was Josh says quit caffeine, do cocaine instead. I'm gonna go out, get some fresh air, move the body a bit. I think I'll be good. But thank you so much for today's stream. I really appreciate you. You've all been so generous, not just with donations, but with your time as well. Let me raid you, legends, and I'll give you awesome people something else to watch. Oh, guys, we actually got Igor's Lair on now. He's pretty awesome. He's playing a game called The Long Dark. That's like one of the best survival games out there. So check out Igor's Lair. Thank you very much, everybody. And my friends on YouTube, let me see if there's anyone else I can send some love to. So we are going to... Oh, there's nobody live that I know. Well, that's a bummer. You cunnies don't get a raid then. Take it easy, everybody. I appreciate you.